and what just about every country wants in the world, in the UN, is a multipolar world where the power does not reside just in one country, but where countries are treated as equals. That was the idea of the United Nations. And, the US has essentially thrown that out the window and said that we want a world where might makes right, and we're going to be the mightiest country there is, and we're going to call the shots. Okay, and we don't want to cooperate with other nations.
Well, so if the UN is calling for equality, what is the purpose of NATO?
The purpose of NATO was to protect the Western Europe from the Warsaw Pact. The Warsaw Pact was that group of Soviet countries. And, when the Soviet Union dissolved, there was no longer a need for the Warsaw Pact. It lost its purpose, and NATO should have been disbanded at that time.
But it still exists now, right?
It does.
And it's what, just a nuclear war tripwire? If Russia just fucks around and invades any of those NATO countries, it's basically a green light to blow up the world?
I guess. I think the way those countries in Europe look at it is that there used to be the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union had invaded them and taken them over, and they're concerned that Russia is going to try to do the same thing. But clearly it's not strong enough to do that. It's not capable of doing it. I don't particularly think they want to do that. I mean, they've got their hands full trying to run their own country.
I mean, this NATO and Russia thing, that issue got you in some particularly hot water, especially with liberals. Ben and Jerry's tweeted, "We call on President Biden to de-escalate tension and work for peace rather than prepare for war." I thought that was a pretty benign tweet.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of these are a lot of Elmo approved pieces of language. De-escalate. Elmo tells us to de-escalate tension in fights. De-escalate tension. Great. Work for peace. That seems cool. Rather, instead, preparing for war. And liberals weren't happy with this tweet.